Hello everyone. I know about time I finally made a part 2 to this what if, but this is not really technically, well, it is a part 2, but it's more like what happened. So basically, let's get into it. When Naruto was sucked through the portal or teleported to another dimension where he could be of use, Naruto would fall endlessly for days. He could feel the time passing by as Naruto felt an endless void until he saw a shining light. He walked towards it and saw a little boy getting beat up by some other kids. He seen a redhead child, on the ground watching in horror. When Naruto sees this, Naruto blitzes in front of the bullies and knocks them all out with one punch and blows them back with just this overwhelming chakra alone. This Naruto's chakra levels are you know how the 10 tails has a lot of chakra, right? So he has 10 times the chakra levels of a normal 10 tails Jinchuriki. So that means Naruto has almost all three times more chakra than the 10 tails itself. Once they feel this overwhelming chakra, Naruto looks over and sees a boy. He asks him if he's okay. The boy says, "Yes, I'm fine." Naruto asks him, "Who are you?" He says, "My name is Minato Namikaze." Naruto says, "Minato Namikaze." Hearing this name, Naruto is in shock, and he wonders if he traveled back in time. But really, Naruto just teleported to an alternate dimension that was what if Minato got beat up instead of saving Kushina. He would look over and ask if that girl was Kushina. Kushina would be shocked knowing that people know her. And by the way, Naruto's always in his Sage of Six Paths mode. But Naruto sent his true Seeking orbs around, infusing chakra into them, scouting the area in case there's high-ranking Jonins. Naruto goes up to Kushina and asks him if he can see her nine-tailed seal. Kushina would be surprised when she hears this. Naruto says, "Well, actually, I have a how do I explain this without sounding?" Naruto says this in his head. "How do I explain this without giving away I'm a Jinchuriki? I know a lot about Tail Beast, and I'm actually really powerful." So Naruto goes over to Kushina, touches her chest, or stomach. Yeah, stomach. And then he closes his eyes, and he wakes up inside Kushina's consciousness. He sees the Kurama behind a gate, and Naruto basically summons his avatar of Kurama, and summons Kurama. This Kurama is talking to the other Kurama, and they're talking about Jinchurikis. Eventually, Kurama's forced to lend Kushina power, but that Kurama doesn't want to, so Naruto opens the gate, and Kushina starts to flood with Nine Tails chakra around her, and starts screaming violently. Naruto easily beats the past Kurama, and he tells him if you're gonna ever be able to stop me, Kurama, you're gonna have to get way more powerful than you are now. Right, Kurama? Naruto's Kurama would say yes and go back and reverse summon back into Naruto, and then Naruto would leave Kushina's consciousness. Now Kushina can access KCM2, and Naruto would bring a true Seeking Orb back to him and hand it to Minato. Minato tries to touch it, but he can't, and Naruto's like, Naruto infuses some of his chakra into the true Seeking Orb, and it gives to Minato. Minato can touch it. And then Minato can morph it into anything, which Minato weirdly morphs it into a weird kunai. Naruto tells Minato that he's going to teach him some new jutsus, and so he would also teach Kushina, since he wants her to be a good Konoichi. Naruto would tell them to follow him, and Naruto drops a Chiseken orb under Kushina, and she begins to fly. Naruto would say, "Just fly, just infuse your chakra to go where you want." And he says, "Minato, you can do the same thing." And then Naruto flies away without the Chiseken orb, which is weird for them. They think that's kind of weird, and Naruto flies away. They fly away to a training field somewhere far away from the freaking what's it called? Lands, basically. They all train. Naruto first teaches them sage. First, Naruto goes to Mount Miyaboku. He takes them all there, and he basically goes to not like Chief Toad, but like like this the toad that told Jiraiya about the prophecy. Yeah, he goes to that toad and tells him his origins, and Naruto, and then the toad will understand, and he'll tell that old frog to teach them Sage Mode. Well, besides Naruto, because Naruto already knows Sage Mode. Naruto has been trapped in that land for a long time. He's actually grown up to a teenager since he was once he left, he was a kid. That's why when Naruto was in that black hole plane. That's why he was a teenager now, because he was trapped in there for years. But it felt like, as I said, it felt like hours went by, but it's been years. Naruto would be shocked to find out that Jiraiya, who was supposed to teach the child of prophecy, but Naruto knew he was a child of prophecy from what he said, but Jiraiya, it surprised him. Naruto and the others would head out to this universe, and a few years have went by, and Naruto hasn't aged at all for some reason, which is weird. And Minato has just started a squad called Team Minato. First, Minato would already know the basics of flying Raijin. He would be a god at it. He would know how to use Rasengan, Sage Mode. He'll basically know everything that Naruto knows besides like KCM, flying, and stuff, And Kushina will be OP too. I'm not just gonna say Minato's overpowered right here. Kushina is too. So let's just get into the juicy bits. During the Obito mission, when Obito was about to get crushed by a rock, those guys went up to hit Kakashi in his eye. Naruto was too fast for them, and Naruto went up and kicked him in his side, breaking all his ribs. Naruto would grab him and then throw him and grab the invisible guy, that was the invisible guy. Just grab the other guy and slam him into the mountain, charging up a Rasengan, and then stretching his hand out using the QB arms, whatever they're called. Rin and Kakashi and Obito would be surprised to see how powerful this teenager is. Naruto would look at them and say, "Are you okay?" Obito would say, "Yeah." And who is he? No, he says he's Minma. He's Minma. Minma, what? What's your last name? When he hears this, Naruto is shocked, and he's wondering why would people want to know his last name. He tells them that he doesn't know his family's last name. He was born into slavery. They're wondering, this is kind of sketch. But he says, "I'm the teacher of Minato Namikaze." That's when they're all shocked and say, "So you're that teacher Minato is talking about, but you're only you should be way older than this." Naruto says, "Yeah, he knows, but for some reason his clan allows them to retain their youth for a long while." But Minato finally comes back and sees Naruto talking to the kids and training them. As they're walking back, Naruto sees a white Zetsu trying to infuse the three tails into Rin until Naruto blitzes and absorbs the three tails. My bad, I kept saying two tails. The three tails, and then kicks the Zetsu and tells him where's Madara. He tells him that he's not going to give away Lord Madara, and then Naruto puts him under a genjutsu that's so intense that he gives away Madara's hiding spot. Naruto heads to Madara, and he looks at Madara. Madara, I see this now. You're the cause of everything. Madara, I'm not from this timeline, but I'm gonna put you to rest. Madara, I'm saying your name a lot, am I? But I'm gonna take you out for now, Madara. I did it once and I can do it again. When he hears this guy, Madara is actually shocked. Madara is too old to do anything, so he might... Madara is basically about to get destroyed. Naruto charges up an ultimate Tail Beast planetary Rasen Shuriken, overkilling Madara and destroying almost that entire base, killing every single last white Zetsu and his Hashirama cells. And his Rinnegan. When Naruto's done, he goes and tells them that he's gonna go that now that Madara is completely destroyed, there's no need for the series. But Naruto says in his head, "Am I missing something? No, I can't be." And then Naruto hears it. Then Naruto thinks about it. What? Zetsu? No. Zetsu! Naruto looks around for Black Zetsu and then wonders where he is and where could he be. Naruto is actually kind of conflicted about this, but then Minato would be pronounced a father and Kushina would have a child. And this time Obito and Rin, Obito, Rin, and Kakashi all coming out unscathed. Naruto talks to Obito about Rin, and he says, Obito, Rin it's basically a good person. But you can't just, if you really think she's mad in love, just tell her. Naruto will go over to Kakashi and say, Kakashi, you ready for your training? Naruto will feel weird saying this. It's Kakashi usually the one that trains. Kakashi's his sensei. Hiruzen would ask this mysterious Minma if he wants to become, what village is he from? And he'll say he doesn't know what village he's from. He says he could become a citizen, a ninja of the Hidden Leaf, if he wanted to, even become a Hokage. Naruto would think about this and realize he had to get back to his own universe because he caused a lot of damage in this one. He already caused a multi-chain of events to happen. Naruto? I said you might want to become a ninja of the leaf. Naruto said, sorry, but I'm already a ninja. I don't need to be a ninja of the leaf. After all, I'm the most powerful here anyway. Sorry, but no. I decline. Naruto trains the whole team Minato, and they become busted. Especially Obito unlocking his 3-tomo, Kakashi being able to master almost master anything, and Rin becoming as strong as Sakura. To Naruto is most OP. He has every bloodline and everything. Naruto activates his Rinnegan and then activates his, what do you call it? His Sharingan. He morphs it into Obito's Kamui, which Naruto has since he's literally OP. He activates a portal while using Kamui and thinks about Sasuke or anybody else's chakra signature. He feels Minato, Itachi, and basically everybody that was sucked up from being too overpowered, and Naruto goes through the portal. As he's doing this, Minato and Kushina wave goodbye, so does Team Kakashi. When Naruto sees them, a tear goes out his eye, and he says, Minato, don't forget about your training. Take care of your son, okay? Naruto, when Naruto says this, he is shocked, and he says, yeah, Naruto, y'all guys should eat that a lot. But still, y'all guys should name your son Naruto. Naruto Namikaze. Minato would say, Naruto. I like that. But we have to change his name to Uzumaki because I have a lot of enemies, especially. And he grabs the Truth-Seeking Orb kunai that he made. Naruto, I won't lose. I will become a great shinobi. And after all, I will become Hokage. Minato showing the little badge Naruto gave him. Naruto will tell him, remember, if you ever need my help for a strong enemy that y'all guys can't beat, press that 6 button. So y'all guys see where the that little badge on Minato is, like that little 9 type thing. Yeah, that's, if you tap on that, I'll instantly be teleported to you, and I will help you defeat any enemy you have. Believe it. And then Naruto would teleport home. Minato's eyes start to tear up. He says, I will, Naruto. I'll become the strongest shinobi right after you. Naruto goes through a wormhole once again and teleports into his main universe. And he teleports on a pole. He looks through the village and sees that it's a lot better. And Naruto yells this. I'm home, everyone! Naruto Uzumaki has returned back to my rightful place, to the Hidden Leaf Village. Naruto would jump down after saying this and see Hinata. Naruto would hug Hinata and ask Hinata out, basically. Hinata would blush and almost fall over, but she would eventually say yes. And Naruto would head to the Hokage's office where Minato is sitting doing paperwork and just finished this last piece. Naruto talks to his father saying, Dad, is that really you? Or am I in another different alternate timeline? Minato will say, yeah, you're still in this timeline where we defeated Madara. You're still in our timeline, Naruto. You've been gone for a few hours, but me, Sasuke, Itachi, and Fugaku all came back a few minutes ago. You came back a few minutes ago, so I'm not that late, right? I'm not that late, right? No, Naruto. You are actually a few minutes like... we only beat you here by a few minutes. Or an hour or so. No, a few minutes. Yeah, a few minutes. So, what you're telling me that whole timeline I was in wasn't real? No, not at all. We all got teleported into a timeline. Me and Fugaku were shared in the same universe where you were full Uzumaki and you had some weird eye dojutsu. Sasuke talked about he was in a universe where you were the son of Obito. Yeah, that's a weird universe you were from. And Sasuke was in. While you were stuck in some universe with what? Actually, I have no idea what type of universe it was. I guess it would be something like, what if Minato had an OP teacher?